Easy does it. Ooh. Let's not pop those stitches, everybody. Let's hit that thumbs up button. The old war horse from Baltimore is live again. Yes, we are. Oh, yes. We're going kind of slow. Considering I'm not even supposed to be driving for a week. Since when does Rosie ever listen to doctors, right? Alright guys, let's get moving. Let's get a coffee. Elva, hello babe. How you doing? Let's grab a coffee. Taking our time. 5 hours of surgery is done. We are back in the saddle. I'm alive. I'm doing it up. I'm not even supposed to be driving for a week, but since when did I ever listen to doctors? Hello, everybody. Rosie always marches to the beat of her own drummer. All right. Stubborn as they come. All right, let's grab a coffee. I shall be back in a moment. Let me grab. Yeah, I'm being careful. I'm not going to be on too long today. I'm wearing these drains too, so. Ooh. Oh, the guy wanted to buy me a coffee. Maybe it wasn't the boobs after all. Maybe it's just my sterling personality. Did we ever stop and consider that? Too chewing out on surgery I had. Oh man, I don't listen to my doctor. I'm gonna talk to my doctor today. He said, everything's good. I didn't dare tell him I got out to, well, I was walking yesterday afternoon. And I got out to church this morning, so I think everybody was a little shocked to see me at Mass today. But You know, I mean, you got to keep moving, man. Can't slow down. Get those thumbs up going. I'm a warrior, man. 5 hours. Today's the first time yesterday was the first time I've seen my feet in 11 years, so that was interesting. Everything went beautifully. Thank you, Duncan. I pinched myself. Yes, it's the same old Rosie. Oh, we got cops going down there. Hey, how you doing, Queen? Everybody, Amanda, did you have a breast reduction? Yeah, you might say that. Total reduction. You know, I'm gradually detransitioning, right? Great to see you. Thank you. Thank you for being here, everybody. I'm going to have a short hangout tonight. Going to cook up some noodles. I told you I'm going to make it real easy this week. Really easy. And then we'll get more in the flow of stuff. I'll be taking it easy to balance it this week. I've been feeling good. Yeah, I've been talking about it for weeks on the channel lives. Hey, Mouse Toes, how you doing? So I'll tell you guys all about it. I'm feeling great. I'm feeling fantastic. Mentally, I'm on top of the world. I feel wonderful. I've been overwhelmed with really nice, you know, I've got a little bit of a blowback, but I've had very nice people for the most part. It's been awesome, you know. I gotta be me. It's pretty crowded down here tonight. Oh, it's Wednesday night market tonight. I don't have the energy to go over there. But hello, Alan. How are you? And a special hello to Mouse Toes. I haven't seen you in a while. I hope you're doing well. Callie Mo, good to see you. Amanda, hug and kiss. Hey, Callie. Yeah, missed you too, honey. See what happens when I take a night off, the Orioles lose, right? Regardless, you are well. Oh, yeah, I feel great. Thank you, Brenda. My philosophy on that is always this, Brenda. You have a cup, and you have what's in the cup. What's the most important thing, the cup or what's in the cup, right? The most important thing is who we are as a person. The rest is just wrapping. There comes a time where, you know, things change in your life. You have different values, you have different ideas, you have different end goals for the end of life and stuff, and things change. Boy, we got a lot of people around here tonight. And you can't live your life for other people. You've got to make your own decisions. You have to sometimes, thank you, Emwall, sometimes that means you have to dig deep down within yourself and find courage. Something that's conspicuously missing in today's world. So if it takes something to get you back on a better plane of being, then by God, you should do it. Oh, is that nice Fiat van again? Man, I love that thing. Yeah, is that it? No, that's a Mercedes. That's a Sprinter van there. All right, let's see if we can get parked without smashing into anything. Trying to kind of limit my arm movement so I don't tear anything. All right, here we go. Why aren't you home resting? Because I go out of my mind, Noreen. I can't sit still. You know that? I was out yesterday walking at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, honey. All right. You guys should know by now. You can't keep Rosie down. Please hit thumbs up button. Good shady spot. Glad to see everybody. Yeah, I'm looking over my directions. Okay. Well, Yulva, honey, it's not that big a deal. I miss now. I'm glad to see everybody. Glad to see Rosie. So, what was I gonna say? And then my recovery orders are like, don't drive for a week, right? No activities for 10 days. Could you imagine me not having any activities for 10 days? I left, well, Kelly, I can see my feet, right? Right? I mean, you're wearing a Hawaiian shirt, you're not going to see a lot, but I'm using the Hawaiian shirt because I've got two drains, one on each side of me. Yeah, I do all these things. So I can't, hey, boy, bud, I got home yesterday. I'm sitting around. Well, let me just run you through yesterday. So yesterday morning, I get up about 4:30 or so because I got to take a shower. I got to get it all cleaned up, and then they give you these. They give you these sterile wipes that you use to wipe yourself down. Yeah, I can see my big size 11 shoes now. So I got myself all wiped down. You're not allowed to eat anything. They give you like some kind of shake or something to. Yeah, I got an enlargement, darling. Yeah, I went up to a double F. So they give you a drink that you're supposed to drink about 4:30 in the morning. So I had a couple sips of that. It tasted like hell. Thank you. It tasted like hell. No, I didn't make a big deal out of it with Bird. It tasted, I can only drink a couple sips of it, and I shit canned that. So Bobby picked me up at 5:45. I got over to the operations center. Thank you, Susan. Thank you, sweetie. $4.99. I got over to the hospital and took me right in, got me all registered, went through all the consent stuff. Surgeon came and marked me up in the morning. Good to see you, Angus. He put so many marks on me, I thought I was like an anatomical drawing. He's like, I always do a double take when he sees the size of my boobs. And I'm like, he's like, we got our work cut out for us today, literally. Right? So we have a good laugh, and then he gets me all marked up, and then they put like an antibiotic. They put a PICC line into you or whatever, and they put your antibiotics in, and a little thing to tranquilize her. Yeah, how great they look there. Well, sometimes I'll be in guy mode. I don't know. I'm a character on YouTube, right? Sometimes I'll be in guy mode. But let me get through the next week or so, Kelly, before I decide that. So we get into, then the anesthesiologist comes over and talks to you. Kind of a nice guy, we're cracking jokes. Ilva, thank you. Well, I really love you, Ilva. Year in, year out. I mean, you've been one of my greatest and most wonderful friends here on YouTube, and probably one of the most beautiful gals out there too. Propanol, worsted, yeah. So next thing I know, it's like this is gonna be major. Oh, thank you, Emwall. Thank you. Yes, thank you so much. You've always so kind to me. So they had to put a special nerve block on these sides. Yeah, I'll be in guy mode and all that. The ladies will go nuts on that. I was in guy mode at church today. They were absolutely gaga over me at church. Well, they were yelling at me for coming to church, but then they're like, oh, wonderful. So anyway, I got these two drains in me. I'll show you later too. So anyway, we go back in. He's like, I need to put a nerve block on each side too, besides just the anesthesia, because we got to do some cutting in there. I'm like, okay, dude, whatever. What do you want? What do you want? I'm like, you want me to be shotgun on the operation? What do you? I'm just strictly on a need to know basis. You know what I mean? That's your job. What's up, Nathan? How you doing, sweetie? What are you going to say to the surgeon? Whatever, man. You want me to send Anthony down to talk to you, help you in surgery or whatever, huh? So next thing I know, I was in the recovery room and all went well, and got myself dressed. And Bobby was waiting outside. And took me to the Rancho. I got into the easy chair for 1 hour. This was about noon, 1 o'clock. I got out of the easy chair. I said, I can't do this stuff, man. I can't do this. I got up and took one of my long walks yesterday. I'm like, the hell with that. So I took it easy. Um, I edited the restaurant video for the Casa Don Juan, and I hope you guys will see that. Yeah, I'm okay, Yova. I'm fine. So I got up this morning. I have been losing a lot of blood. So the doctor did check in with me today because it was very extensive surgery and stuff. So that slowed down. That slowed down quite a bit. Now you must lost a good 10 pounds. What? You might not good, sir. You're not. Oh, I'm not pain free, but I'm just taking Tylenol. That's it. So I mean, I have a, they ask you beforehand, what's your tolerance on a one? And Melissa, thank you. Oh, thank you, honey. Thank you, sweetie. Thank you. Yes. We wish you. Oh, thank you, PC. You're wonderful. So you said on a scale of 1 to 10, with 5 being average tolerance, what's yours? I said probably around a 9 or a 10 or something like that. Hey, Anne Marie, because that pain doesn't really bother me too much. So I've only had to I took one Advil yesterday and one last night, and then I took a Tylenol today, and I'm doing okay. General surgery by yeah, I don't know, Noreen. But he called today, and I didn't dare tell him I was out at church this morning and 2 big walks today, and he would have blown his top. Right, bird barbecue. Oh, I'm just gonna have some noodles tonight. I don't need bird to go to a lot of trouble. I thawed some shrimp. I'm just gonna have some hot noodles with the shrimp, and it's fine. So it's not gonna be a long one tonight. Well, I didn't ask. I didn't make a big deal of it with Bird. Please, let's not make this a bash on Bird's session, okay? Bird has been wonderful to me. Anything I've ever asked Blackbird to do, he has done. All right. Yeah, nothing's going to hold on. What am I supposed to sit around a week and do what? Watch Dennis the Menace reruns or something? Right. What size did I go to? 38 AAA. Right. Honey, I'm flat as a flounder. All right, I got this big, I feel like I'm wearing medieval armor. If I asked Bird, if Bird would go to the store for me, Bird would pick up any kind of grande burrito. Bird would do anything for me. It's not an issue, right? It's just, you guys know me. I'm not going to be held down by... I think the more active you are, the quicker you recover. I've always had very super fast recoveries of everything that I've done. So please hit the thumbs up button. He didn't know you were going. Well, that's what I told him. I mean, I'm not gonna go. I got it on. Hey Zoe. Hey, thank you, Magenta. So if I had asked Bird for anything, he would bend over. He would take off time from work. He would do anything I asked him to do. Bobby was wonderful. The boss and Janet, I do have a little bit of bad news. Janet's stepdad passed away overnight. So please remember her and him in your thoughts and prayers. He was in his 90s. He lived a really good life right up to the end. I know it's going to be an adjustment for Janet. Janet's mother and her stepfather would come visit once a year or so and spend some time up there. So I was saddened by that news, but not shocked by it. Janet's been checking in on me and the boss, and it's been great. I mean, if you got a core of friends, your core of friends are going to stick by you because they're not worried about the cup. They're worried about what's in the cup, right? When I was leaving my stance, they told me I didn't need to buy. I was so happy. Now Yay, Slugbug, how are you? Yeah, it was I think he was 98. And he was sharp and right up to the end, but he had some kind of intestinal obstruction or something. And then in the course of the surgery, as you're apt to do when you get to that age, you might have a blood clot develop or something like that. So he had a stroke, and that when they put him into hospice care, and they kind of knew it was the end of the line. But I think Janet's going to be a little occupied for a bit, and the boss. But they've been wonderful, checking on me as usual. Yeah, everything's real good. I called Father Creer down at St. Joseph's Church, and he was praying for me, I think yesterday at Mass. So I thanked him, and I told him what was going on. The day before I went in, I had an anointing of the sick with my pastor, so that was good. And, so I prepped as well as I could prep, right? So I rolled in church, all the ladies are all a-gaga. Ooh, so exciting. Now go home. I'm like the worst patient in the world. I just can't. I don't know what the hell I would do. Sit there. So I will go to sleep early. I will just have some noodles tonight and go to bed. But I'm feeling great. I'm feeling like everything's wonderful. Couldn't have been in better hands. Excellent nurses. I remember nothing about the operating room or maybe being transferred from one gurney to another. But other than that, besides this weird underwear they have you wear, I don't know what that was. But it was all first class. Everything went great, guys. Everybody should have so smooth a time. I think the doctor was kind of surprised I wasn't doing any pain meds or anything. But, if you don't need them, right, don't take them, right? That's kind of my philosophy. So I think I know what it feels like when a fish is filleted, right? That's what I feel like. I took a fillet knife and just filleted me. I am a machine at that, Mouse Toes. I hope the U.S. government can get my Social Security straightened out as I now wheel into my third month, and maybe by Christmas, right? Hello, silent sub. Found you in my hometown. Well, welcome to you. Hey, Joni, how you doing? Yeah, who else suggested I take a gummy? My gummies have gone, I don't know. Hey, Deborah, I haven't taken gummies since January. What did it say? It's supposed to take a few months to get your first check. No, I got some issue with my time overseas or my service overseas. I'm 15 minutes away from Manteca. Very cool. Thank you very much. I just plant and see what happens. Cool name. Okay. Well, welcome aboard. Thank you. What always feels good though, you're always a little nervous anticipating, and then when it's over you feel wonderful. You just feel like you're on cloud nine. So please hit the thumbs up button. We've had almost 200 people in here. Please hit the thumbs up button. It's very appreciated for, I think, a job well done all the way around. I am going to take it easy for the balance of the week. I do have some more vids to put up with some reviews. You can see that the Casa Don Juan was another Mexican restaurant that just collapsed. Right? No good. You just have to be patient. Well, that's what I'm doing. Looking pretty good. Hey, Deborah, I'm looking very good, honey. You look amazing. Oh, well, thank you, sweetie. I'm feeling good. Did a little walking, got a little bit of sunshine, so I'm feeling good. Had a lot of people checking on me. Yes, Sinead O'Connor passed. That's kind of strange to me. Well, rest in peace. And then Mitch McConnell. I don't know what's going on with some of these. It wasn't closing mouse toes. It was just a terrible. It just collapsed. It went from a good place to just a lousy place. When you have to fight with your waiter, then you got some issues. Yeah, that was, I mean, it was weird. I mean, I'm looking at that and I'm wondering, man, how do we get people that are like 100 years old out here and being our president and our Senate minority leader? Like, what the hell? Right? Yeah, the quality went terrible. How you doing, Joe? Needs to get the heck out of there too. I mean, it's just saying, what are we doing, man? We're afraid to. It's almost like we're afraid of the youth thing, right? I mean, I just don't get it. Yeah, the whatever Feinstein and all that. I mean, it just shows you the grip that power has on people. It just shows you the absolute tentacle like holds that has on people. Right? They just can't let go. So between Biden falling down and God Save the Queen and Mitch McConnell freezing up and Trump's legal stuff and Feinstein, it's a hell of a world. Hey, how you doing, Jody? Am I in any pain? A little bit. It's pretty major surgery, but I'm feeling good. The main thing was stopping the blood. Which looks like that's finally really slowing down. So I have a drain in each side. What's up, Adam? People always point out that Joe Biden is so. Well, Trump's not much younger, right? I mean, who am I to say? But I just think, wow. I mean, when people are just their health is just deteriorating to that point, like Feinstein and Mitch McConnell freezing up, and I mean, does Biden really want another? You think? Do you guys really think that? Do you guys really think that Biden can do another 4-year term on top of the next year? I have nothing against the man. I'm just saying, wow. It's just a. I mean, if he's at this point where he's stumbling and fumbling now, I mean, why won't he just choose not to run and make way for somebody younger? Yeah, Trump's just got constant legal problems. I mean, he's constant. I didn't Joe Biden. Yeah. I mean, you've done your service. You've done your duty, right? His son took a plea deal today and all that, so I don't know. These are not really happy times in politics or in America. And it's almost like a part of us wants to hold on to the legacy of people that no matter how old they are, they're just like the institution and we can't let them go. Because we're kind of afraid, on the other hand, about some of the younger people and some of their radicalism and all that. Plea fell through. Oh. Well. Okay, so that took an 11th hour time. Yeah, it's kind of sad. I mean, we just got to start digging into some younger people. There's got to be some younger leadership. I mean, at some point in my life, you know, Barack Obama was the only president that was ever younger than me. I'm thinking now they're getting progressively older than me again. Right? I want a president that's younger than I am. The old cronies have debts to pay. Well, just thinking, PC, I mean, there's some part of people that wants some kind of perceived stability, of the old guard, right? Because to them it represents the last vestiges of maybe American values or something. And then there's the other, some people like AOC and that goofy representative from Michigan, or that Muslim whatever that want to radicalize the country. Schwarzenegger was terrible. Schwarzenegger was a terrible governor. I mean, here's a guy that fathers a child and keeps it on the side and is married. Come on, man. I mean, what the hell? Hey, Lunar Phoenix, how you doing, man? I mean, what the heck? Does anybody have integrity? Poor Maria Shriver. Yeah, I heard Nathan. I mean, I don't know how Trudeau continues to be elected when he's always polling so low. Weird Al Yankovic. I don't know. I just think fewer and fewer people really want to be the president anyway. And president more than 20 years ago, a little bit different. I feel your pain. Yeah, I'm doing okay, Lunar. Thank you, honey. You know, I'll put it this way: I'm startled how good I feel and how well managed the pain is. I mean, which puts me in line for potential catastrophe, because I could already overdo it. I mean, I already walked like 4 miles today, and you know, it's hard for me to sit still. And that sheriff person must be born in America. I just hope we get some kind of shift comes in or something. It's like we're just gonna get very radicalized in this country. Yeah, thank you, Lunar. And well, I didn't know. I was very astounded by Mitch McConnell today. I mean, oh, I'll sleep well, Starbeam. Thank you. See, I'm looking at this guy, and he's just frozen. His eyes aren't moving. My eyes are moving, but his aren't. And it had to be a good 40 seconds. Now, 40 seconds is a lifetime. When you're on live, when you're on the mic and you're being recorded 40 seconds, try counting 1/1000 to it. And the aides didn't know what they're supposed to do. They didn't know if the guy's thinking about something. They're behind him. They don't know what's going. And I thought this is one of the most frightening things, besides Dianne Feinstein being wheeled into the and not knowing which race to bet on that day, which exacta to take. You know, it's like that was another. And Biden's God Save the Queen, man. I mean, what the hell? Mitch McConnell didn't blink. He was like this. I mean, I was blinking. Like, you know, it's like, whoa, this is, what are we doing in this country, right? It's time to have the pastor. Enjoy the rest of your life. Oh, thank you, Jerry. Yeah, we just look disheveled. We just look we look like a bunch of spatchcocked chickens running around here. I don't know. The Matrix is breaking down. I don't know. Yeah, you can see plenty of clips of it on YouTube. I was just a catatonic stare. I mean, obviously the guy had a mental break. I don't know about MAGA, Jake. I mean, I don't see much good on the Trump side of things. Just a lot of populist blather about make America great again and no plan whatsoever. Right? Just a lot of populist puffery. And how did a Yankee from New York City ever garner the Southern vote? Never in my life will I ever understand that. Right? Oh, thank you, sweetie. Feeling good. And then need some new. Yeah, we need new blood. I'm old too. I want to see some young people get in there and deal with some of these intractable problems that we have. Fed raised interest rates again today, so. Ooh, the voting when there's something was up. I don't know. Was that the medical staff? I don't know. I don't want to see anybody have a medical issue. I have respect for all of our politicians that get popularly elected. Hey Eddie, how are you? But it was a little disconcerting to me to see this 40-second freeze because people, they don't know what's going on. Hi Cindy, thank you for your offer, baby. Thank you. I'm up and around. Thank you, honey, for your offer. She offered to come down, cook, and I'm like Cindy. She's got her own tribe up there. No, I would never be president, RK. That just wouldn't. I'd have a tendency to tell him he had. Yeah, he had a fall. Yeah, I'm too stubborn all the time. And if I'd told my doctor I was out on walk yesterday afternoon, he would have crapped himself. Oh yeah, I'm resting. Thank you. Good job. Right. Oh, it's comfortable, right? I'm watching Dennis the Menace reruns. He was in rehab. Well, the nice thing to do, I mean, that's Joni Portwood, senator there. The nice thing to do might be to just take a retirement and then just have the governor put a replacement in. Right. It's freaking out. I wouldn't want to be president. Oh, thank you, Tess. Good to see you, sweetie. Hey, Cindy. Yeah, it's time for the old birds to step aside. The days of sitting around and breaking open a bottle of Old Crow whiskey are behind us. In the back room. So that stunned me today. I was like, wow. The state of stuff is really bad. I did, Cindy. I had my surgery yesterday morning. Went very well. Super duper. Hey, Shemaine, no matter how are you?
You didn't see it, did you?
No, I didn't. Thank you.
I didn't email you because you were going to ask me where it was from,
right.
What it was going to be. So I wrote it down, and I'm like, yeah.
Aren't you sweet? Thank you, Lisa. Wonderful.
Take care.
Thank you, sweetie,
You're
for
welcome.
thinking about me. Great to see you. Hugs. I wish I could. Yeah, I got them right back here. I'll be crying my eyes out later. See you, Lisa.
Take care.
I love your car.
Thank you. I just washed it.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Maybe we can go for a ride one day.
I would love to.
Here we go. Well, we'll email.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Lovely Lisa coming by. Lovely Lisa. Thought of you all day. Thank you, Nino. I'll show you her car when she comes by. Good old LMML. Here it is. Look at this fine car. She's got probably the best looking car I've seen on this lot. It's a nice, beautiful red one. Oh yeah, well I knew I was going to do okay, Jerry. I walked into the 7-Eleven today and the guy's like, I'd like to buy you a cup of coffee. Look at this beautiful car coming by. Woo! Nice Lexus. What a sweetie. I'm telling you, P. Carver, and I'm telling you, Cheryl S. will be mad at me, right? She'll be like, oh, Rosie, you're just not cut out for restaurants, right? Right. But let me tell you, Rosie. Right. She just oh, it's not gonna be. I mean, come on, man. When you order tacos, tacos standardly have shredded beef, right, or cube beef, not ground beef. They didn't put ground beef on it. They had shredded beef. You have shredded lettuce, tomatoes, diced tomatoes, onion, salsa, and then you have a little guacamole. Thank you, Buttercup, baby. And I'm thinking the guy's joking, right? It's like, Monkey Boys will, she was expecting tomatoes. The guy doesn't understand, we have a language barrier. Even the guy, hey, P2E, thank you. Even though the guy's speaking perfect English 5 seconds before he comes to our table, right? It's like all of a sudden we have a Espanol problema, problema grande, right? Communication problem. The guy's like, well, it's going to be 95 cents per taco for tomatoes. And they didn't come with any Spanish rice. They didn't come with any beans. And then they brought that and they upcharged for that. So, I mean, it's done. I'm telling you guys. Is it me? Or is it just turning into a Mexican food desert in Vegas? I personally don't know why people are so obsessed with fish tacos. Well, I'll tell you what, She Boulevard, let me tell you this. If you ever go to Los Algodones, Mexico, and you ever can be down there 11 a.m. in the morning till 1 p.m., they're only open 2 hours, you'll find out what a great fish taco is, okay? Those Americans that go over there to get dental work and medical work done, they're not stupid, man. They mob that place, and within 2 hours they're sold out. Their fish tacos are that good. Yeah, recovery's gone pretty good, Desert, so far. It's strange. I mean, I just couldn't even, I couldn't fathom that hey, Cobra John, I'm having to argue to have tomatoes, diced tomatoes on a taco, and I'm thinking, am I in a weird universe here? Right? Hey, Raquel. It's like, I mean, MR, I'm not wrong. Every taco I've ever had in my life, I don't care whether it's from Taco Bell, I've always had diced tomatoes or something. Yeah, immigration, 95 cents per taco. Start your own restaurant, then you can make it to your liking. Joe, you're a big help tonight, right? Tomatoes are expensive. Well, look at the season we're in, man. I'm coming up the Central Valley with no air conditioning in my car. I'm passing tomato truck after tomato truck in the Central Valley. One tomato at cost for a restaurant for a good quality tomato, yeah, it might be 30, 35, 40 cents, right? I have a big delicious tomato to have tonight from the garden. So be that as it may, very disappointing. That marks the third, in my opinion, the third Mexican restaurant that just collapsed down in Vegas. So I'll just go to Roberto's Tacos or Tacos El Gordo or something. I don't need to sit there and argue with the waiter. I was kept thinking to myself, man, it's a good thing I didn't get the enchiladas or something down there. I don't know how they would have spiked those babies up. I have no idea. So I don't know. Maybe it's the cost. I don't know what it is, but isn't that like standard? Or would you? I mean, this is like you go into a Mexican restaurant. Ooh, try not to reach too far. You go into a Mexican restaurant and you expect, oh, thank you, Raquel. You expect to sit down at a table and they put salsa in front of you, right, with some chips. I mean, that's like standard it's like a Chinese restaurant that wouldn't serve fortune cookies or something at the end. Paid $2.50. Yeah. Bipartisan cooperatives. I mean, you imagine, I mean, Monkey Boy, and we thought we were, I told Monkey Boy, I bet we're on candid camera or something. Here's a couple dumb gringos coming into a restaurant. They just want to see our reaction in a Mexican restaurant. When you don't get chips and salsa, and they upcharge you 95 cents per taco for tomatoes. I'm looking for the camera. Thank you, Pat. Appreciate that. Thank you. Hey, Judy. Thank you, sweetie. Thank you. I'm like looking at that like, come on, man. And I just looked at the waiter didn't flinch one bit, right? What was included with the taco? The standard taco was shredded beef with salsa. That was it. That was it. Chef Boyardee, call it done. I'm starting to see the virtues of Chef Boyardee, right? I'm starting to see the definite virtues of that. I mean, look at the Chef Boyardee kit that Catherine sent up to me. I mean, how nice a pizza dough that makes. Delicious. There's a lot to be said for Chef Boyardee. So we were shocked. We were shocked. So I don't know what we're gonna do. You know, you like to, P2E, you like to have pizza down at the Boston Pizza, down where 4th Street splits off from Las Vegas Boulevard, down there near, like, a little above the Stratosphere. But you got to buy a whole pie. You can't even get a slice, right? So it's, I don't know. Tomato, what do they not give you? Corn shells and just put it in a bowl? Yeah. And even the corn shells were burned. The good one was Jerry's, and Chicago Joe's was very good. No cheese on it, nope. I'm telling you, Chicago Joe's is wonderful. It's worth driving a few blocks from Fremont Street to go to. You can even walk it. It's wonderful. Yeah, I just don't think ground beef belongs on tacos. Hey Maggie, thank you, sweetie. I just don't think that ground beef goes on tacos, right? This is where Nacho Daddy lost me, which we went to for years. The only place that was open during the pandemic was Nacho Daddy in the Market Cafe at the Sam Boyd's California downtown. The rest of the stuff was closed. Yeah, tomatoes extra. No chips, no salsa. And instead of having shredded beef, they just used ground beef. And I said, that's it. I'm done. I'm not going to do it. Now, Joey D says, make your own tacos. Man, what am I going to set up a thing in the hotel? Hey, Patricia, good to see you. I'm doing good. Well, thank you, sweetie. Aren't you kind? I got a little son walking around the last couple of days, defying my doctor's orders. Since when did I ever listen to doctor orders? Right. It's like in the old West days, I'd be back on the horse again. What do I like on tacos? Shredded beef. First, I like a corn, doubled up little corn tortilla, okay? Doubled up, which is the way they serve it in Mexico. I want some nice, seasoned, shredded beef. It can be flank steak, something like that, chopped up nice, seasoned, put it on, put some shredded lettuce on, put some tomatoes and onion on, put a little bit of cheese on, put some salsa on, and have a little guacamole on the side. Now, how can you do better than that? If you want cilantro, have some cilantro. So, you tell me. Weird? Yeah, kind of weird. Yeah, I might mess. I'm just, I'm running my mouth, Buttercup, baby. But there's no way I can sit still and not drive, unless I can't do that. I mean, I know my limits. Everybody recovers differently, right? Everybody has a different threshold of pain, and mine just happens to be very high. It doesn't bother me. Just preventing infection is the big thing. I'm not a cilantro person either. Love it or hate it. I always thought cilantro tastes soapy. Always tastes kind of soapy to me. Too much maybe can increase bleeding. Yeah, I'm looking at my drains here, and I've really, I don't even have it set right to tell you the truth. At least that one. Let me see. Yeah, it slowed way down. You ever the LBQ? Do you ever visit the LGBTQIA center? Which means what? What's the LGBTQRSTUVWXYZ center? They're not a particular fan of me at this particular moment. All right. Hey Simon, how are you? I was in, I felt much different about it when I started the process 13 years ago or whatever. It was a much different world. Much different. Now everybody's social media's got everybody wrapped into it. That's disturbing to me. Very disturbing. There's something entirely wrong with the whole situation. Hey Alex, how you doing, sweetie? I'm doing good. But other people can choose as they see fit. But for me, it's been a very shocking turn of events. So I've gotten the usual amount of hate mail, traitor and blah, 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 you're a presence in the community, blah, 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 blah. Well, one thing I've never lacked is courage in my life, so I don't really care. I mean, you can't live your life for other people. When they started splitting up genders and, how many genders are there? Come on, man. I called for the check, please. Hey, Ronnie. Pronouns went all over the place and people started getting in my face because I didn't ask what the pronouns were first. I thought, oh man, okay, here we go. This is like the next level down of hell. Well, I'm glad you enjoy it. I've never really identified with the community. Oh, well, thank you, Cindy. I appreciate that. I've always appreciated your friendship. We've always gotten along really great. You're somebody I've really admired a lot. And have always kind of had a crush on you, you know that. It's just I can't make heads or tails out of the community now. It's just it's just taking on a life of its own, and when they're starting to inculcate young kids in kindergarten and first grade, and I'm thinking to myself, God, who's going to teach these kids math and reading and ethics? And you dare not teach ethics or anything. You can teach any kind of gender theory you want, but boy, if you talk about ethics or civics, forget about it. Ooh, hey Dave, how you doing? Cindy's like, I know, Rosie. I know. Oh, Nino, I love you. Cindy and I have always had like a little... you know what I mean, Gail? So I just kind of, it led to a massive reconsideration of how much things have changed. Has started to become a place where you're looking to fight with. Yeah, and I'm not into the fighting. I get plenty of, I don't want to call it hate mail, but, I just think, boy, I hope you guys are happy. I think this Jazz Jennings, she looks like a hot mess these days. And, well, you get all this stuff done in your teens and you really leverage the rest of your life. You better, have surgeries and have to dilate for the rest of your life. Oof. I don't think a lot of these kids really know what they're going into. I just think the whole thing is just it's going to be it's just going to devolve into tons and tons of lawsuits, and the bottom's going to fall out of the whole thing. Thank you, Fire Chick 999. Well, thank you, sweetie. Been sick for a while. I hope you feel better, Fire Chick. I missed you around. I hope you feel better, honey. Oh, a lot has changed in the last 3 or 4 years. I am in disbelief of how much has changed. I've never seen people that just lead with sexuality in the history of the world. Right? Where sexuality becomes the point of the spear. Gender and sexuality becomes the point of the spear. Hey, James, as if that's the defining characteristic of somebody is what their sexual preference is or their orientation is. I'm just like, okay. It's like when the guy came across the parking lot that Bobby was training to be a driver for the paralegal, for the paratransit, and the first thing the guy does is, hi, I'm Frank, I'm gay, and Bobby's just dumbfounded, like I'm Bobby, I'm your trainer, right? And it's just like, whoa. It just floored Bobby. So I've noticed, you look at every, and I was certainly guilty of this. You're transitioning to some model, some idol of body look, and I wanted to improve my body as good as I could, and then I look at all that, thought, what the hell am I doing? And I just scroll through the YouTube shorts at the trans page. It's all about looks. It's all about makeup and dresses and boobs and facial feminization. So I don't hear anybody talking about issues of the soul, and it's very, very disconcerting to me to see what the single-minded focus is, just trying to be a woman, which in my opinion is counterfeiting women, okay, and it's not giving the true respect to women that as a gender is I'm trans, so I'm a woman. No, you're not. You're transgender, right? And you're not lifting up other women by claiming this. So that's just my opinion. Other people see it entirely different. I am what I claim to be. Right? Well, let me ask you this. How would people feel if I came on and put on blackface and called myself black? Huh? You think Shemay and some people could have an issue with that? Or maybe a little derby hat like buckwheat or stymie, right? I identify as black. Is that okay? So, but I don't tell anybody else what to do, I mean, you see my point though, Simon, right? I mean, I can be whatever I claim, you have to accept it. If I call myself a beluga whale, you have to call me whale pronouns or whatever, that's it. How can society even function when you have this level of sand in the gears and just throwing nuts and bolts into the gears that are moving for 5 seconds? Yeah, there you go, Yilva. Yilva's like, if I identify as a billionaire, will I be? Well, you see my point, taken to absurdity. I mean, it doesn't matter if they're not the same. The point is made. I could represent myself, whatever I want to be. And I demand that you respect that. Yeah, once you get old, you're just the elderly. Well, trust and believe, that's a nice place to be. Want to identify as, let me identify as a whale. Well, it's just taken to absurdity. I've had people all over the map. All over the map. And we have to have all these. There's a pronoun called ZE.
Bye.
I mean, how am I supposed to know somebody's Z? It's like people no longer know right from, they don't even know truth anymore. It's like now, there's male and female, but now I have to have 10, 20 different shades of that, even though 2 plus 2 will always, well, I guess it doesn't equal 4 anymore. Right? So everything's becoming relative. All truth is disappearing and society's breaking down as a result of it. It's losing its values. Hey, good to see you, Gail. It all comes down to just the surface appearance of it. Just scroll through short after short after short of, and you'll just see the same thing. Makeup, clothing, there's no depth to it. Make a huge general that doesn't bother me. People are transgender. Well, I've seen the sweep of change over the last since 2000, and it's disturbing to me. It's creating an inability of people to get along in society. Is that they want to fight. I've never seen a group of people that lead with sexuality as the main focus of identity. Like, what do I care if you do in your bedroom, right? I mean, of what concern is that to me? I can think of no other point in history where people have led with that. Guys parading naked in parades in front of kids and stuff. What benefit is that for anybody? Yeah, I'm doing good, Vern. Good to see you. Good to see you. But I say live and let live. It's America. We celebrate our differences. But understand we're tearing society apart here. No, Void Bod, but communism, we already live in the most communist, Marxist country in the history of the world right now. We have men battling women. That was always Marx's ultimate dream was when telling women that they've been oppressed for thousands of years, and his ultimate dream was to see a war between men and women that would be one of the great fruits of communism. But militancy will come. That'll be coming. When this stuff all breaks down and the money dries up, because interest rates are continuing to go up. The Fed raised interest rates again today. Money is going to continue to get tighter and tighter. The amount of cars being repoed right now is astounding. That's when people will hit the streets demanding that government do something. And government will be out of options at that point. And that's when communism will rear its ugly head. Equal misery for all. Please release me. Let me. There's people creeping behind the van. Beautiful night. What's the temperature? 73 degrees. Glorious. I'm really lucky this heat wave broke too. That's really lucky. Oh, thank you. Do you bet the guy who stole is repossessed? I didn't hear about that. Hey, Molly. Gas is going up. Our heat wave is just starting. I'm so happy here. It is glorious here. Glorious. Yeah, still a heat wave in the southeast. You better get used to it. From what I understand, it's the cost of soda is going down in mine, but diabetes is up. Yeah. All right. Well, I'm going to skip the Wednesday night market walk around tonight. Oh. Well, chicken has been cheap. Pork has been cheap. I knew we were going to have a flood of pork, and I've taken full advantage of that. So, Molly McGregor, nice to see you, honey. Yeah, what is that going to mean for hurricanes, Amanda? 101 degree water temperature. That's just like it's all coming to a big climax. That's what'll make this area very attractive here. Is this coastal California climate is just delightful. We have plenty of rain, and right now it's 73 degrees. I woke up, it was 58 degrees today. Glorious. Blue skies smiling at me. Simon, you're wonderful. I hope Robin's well. Hey, Raptor. I so miss Cumberland. What a beautiful town. How is the downtown doing there, Simon? Or the mall area, the walking mall and all that? You got West Virginia, Ohio, Maryland, all right there. Pennsylvania. Beautiful Allegheny Valley. Yeah, I want you to have the weather here. You're a California girl, Cindy. Be a dream to see you bouncing along the beach. I wish they all could be California girls. Do, 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 do. I wish they all could be California girls. Please hit that thumbs up button if you're watching. And remember, at the end of the day, everybody make their own way. What we have to have for each other is respect, no matter what decisions people make. What's always made America great is the fabric of our differences and things. But do give thought to what you're doing. I've seen too many people pushed into the trans mill and other places. It just became shocking to me that the younger and younger ages, these kids are leveraging the rest of their lives for decisions that are being made without enough consideration by parents and other people. You can't even get a tattoo without your parents' permission, but you could potentially be put on hormones and other things without your parents' consent. Oh, you'll be able to drive through it? That'll be pretty cool. You'll tell Robin I said hi. Wonderful gal. Can't believe somebody just dumps those couches off the back of their truck. Boy, people just are unbelievable these days. Neighbor pulling in. Alright, let's hope this guy's not blocking the driveway or gonna take off and T-bone me here. Here we go. Hey Haunted, how you doing? Yeah, the surgery went swimmingly. Went beautifully. Let's get rolling out of here. I don't know. Did I not bring the stick out with me? Oh, no, I thought I did. Where the heck that went? Might have slid down somewhere. I don't know. Oh, what the heck did I do with that? How nice the grass looks. It's amazing the acoustics around this place. You can hear people half a block down like they're right next to you. All right, let's see if the knuckleheads are around. There's our stick. No knuckleheads. That lawn look nice? Shows you what happens if you can get some good, steady. Ooh. Ooh. Get some. Hey, Bird.
Hey, Rosie.
How are you?
So people are curious. They're asking about you got operation or something.
Yeah.
What happened?
Had my implants removed and everything.
Oh, you did.
Yep.
I kind of thought I saw something like that.
Yeah, I'm in the process of detransitioning, so going back to male mode slowly. So I wanted to get them removed. Now I got my drains in and everything. So you know how tough I am, Bird, right?
Well, yeah, because you're walking around. I think that's a pretty heavy-duty procedure.
It was 5 hours yesterday. So.
Really? Rosie, I dated this girl, right? And she said she got breast reduction, right?
Right.
And I guess she had really big boobs, right? And then breast reduction, and still all the guys, like, it doesn't matter if you're holding hands, like, what kind of breast reduction is that? And they did it really good, but she had scars under her breast. And she had perfect things, you know, not. And
yeah, some women get very
you
bent.
can see one was a little smaller or whatever, but still beautiful.
Some women get bent over time because of the weight, so they like to have a reduction done, you know.
Rosie, this is weird. I don't really know, but you know, the girl dating whatever 36 seats, right? I don't know how they could like double in size naturally, or some shit, right? But like got bigger. Like what is that?
I don't know, bro.
But naturally.
Well, are you sure?
Yeah, it's like what? Like when she was young, it was like, you know, whatever. And then, like, what happened?
Well, I came out of the surgery really well, obviously, so.
Well, that's awesome, Rosie.
Yeah, you know, I'm in good shape, so it's nothing. Yeah, real good. I didn't lose anything because I got to 7-Eleven and the guy wants to buy me a cup of coffee today.
But Rosie,
Hey, Calvin.
I'm not going to dig too deep, but I'm just curious. What was it a problem for your you know, because women say that the weight or whatever it
No,
affects.
no.
Was there anything?
I'm kind of done with the whole transgender thing now, and just, you know, just psychologically, I want to kind of go back to what I was before. So
Okay.
that's what it had to do with. So now
You look.
I'm
you look
wearing
great.
I'm wearing a suit of armor. I got these 2 drains in and everything. But
Okay.
all right,
Right on,
thank you,
Rosie.
Bird.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll show you guys. There it is. And I got these drains in here. They're kind of a pain, and I'm wearing something like medieval armor here. So, he is a really good guy. I appreciate Bird tremendously. Ooh, it's going to be chilly tonight. Oh. He would walk over hot coals for me. All right. I don't see the knuckleheads, but I'm sure as soon as I start cooking dinner tonight, yeah, everything's looking good, right? I got this, it's like plate armor here and all that. Hey, Royals, how are you? How are you? Yeah, I always knew. I forget what we call you, man. Thank you, nothing. You guys, my. Oh well, thank you, Lori. I appreciate that. Hey, Mark. I'm doing good. It's been a long time. Where's Trotsky? Yeah, thank you. I've always had a good sense of self, Vern, so I appreciate that. Royals, how are you? And guys, I need to announce again today that the important thing today is Janet's stepfather has passed away, so please remember him and also Janet and the boss in your thoughts and prayers. Okay, he struggled for a while, had obstruction in his stomach a month ago, an operation, and he had some, a mini stroke, and he was like 90 some years old, so he went into hospice care. So, you know, love Janet, and she's been checking in on me and the boss and everything. So, like I always said, if people are going to be your friends, they're always going to be your friends. So please keep that in mind. He was a big part of Janet's life for a lot of years. Retired judge and everything else, so quite a significant person. Yeah, I'm doing okay. Oh, thank you, P2E. Thank you. Yeah, I love them to pieces. So that's the really important thing. I'm fine, guys. I bounced out of that thing, and yesterday afternoon, 5-hour surgery. Got out of there. Couldn't wait to get sprung. Came home by 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I said, I'm bored. I went out for my usual walk. Relaxed. Got up today. You know what? I'm going to church this morning. The other ladies are, oh my God, you know. In male mode. Oh. And went for 2 walks today. I feel great. I feel good, right? And I think the more active I am, the better I heal and all that. So, color looks good. Yeah, thank you, Patricia. No, Gail. You know what's going to happen? I'm going to be down in Las Vegas. I'm going to step out on the street, and I'm going to not see the Las Vegas Deuce bus that's going to run over me and flatten me. Okay. That's how I'm going to go. So, Royals, good to see you, sweetie. We got Tanya in here. All right, I'm glad. Thank you, sweetie. Thank you, Jeffrey. Love you. Thank you for you. I've gotten dozens and dozens and dozens of emails and messages and things. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Yeah, thank you, Nino. Thank you, Jeffrey. Jeffrey from downtown. What did I miss? Yeah, please don't get. Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. You know, that's the way it's going to happen for me. Right? Somebody said, "What do we call you?" I've always, my whole life, my nickname's been Rosie. Hey, Catherine, how you doing? Let's grab a beer. Oh, Linda, you're beautiful. I mean, I just don't know. Yay, Royals, you're wonderful, honey. You've always been a beautiful person. Hey, Molly. Oh, we got the whole crew here. It's like Trotsky's like, when? Thank you, Cat Small. $20. Speedy recovery. Thank you, my girl. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm going to put that into the church kitchen fund for September. Thank you. Trotsky, are you hungry? Are you hungry? Are you hungry? I can actually pet Trotsky now. He lets me come over and pet him. Thank you, Cat Small. I appreciate it. It's wonderful here. 72 degrees, I think. Ooh. Hey, Judy, how you doing? How are you? I've been harvesting some carrots. Rosie, now you're gonna go. No, I'm not gonna go here. I'm gonna be appearing in Cool Hand Luke the remake. What we have here, man, is a failure to communicate. Thank you, Tanya. Thanks, Flip Flop. Hey, boys, like and behave, Julie Armymon. Put that beer down, honey. Never. I'm feeling good, Judy. I've been gradually detransitioning, Mark, and yesterday morning I had the implants removed and wearing a chest thing now, and I got a couple of drains in, and I'm feeling good. I had I'd say a big religious conversion in January of this year, and changed my whole bearing. What did you say? Did you want to? No, I'm not even going to take this thing off. Everything's all sealed in. If I take it off, my dirty hands and stuff, I'll probably have an infection. Thank you, Tanya.
This being an American, like.
Thank you, Darlene. Everybody's individual. It's just it was a very startling vision. Let's just say it was my wake-up call, and I didn't ignore it. Oh, well, thank you, Flip Flops. I was hoping Saturday night you would call.
I didn't want to hear this from my mom.
One of the most interesting callers I ever had. Well, thank you, Mark.
You got one eye and
No one would know what you.
You got nice set of boobs, you'll be just fine. Yeah, thanks, Mom.
No, I don't have a visiting nurse. No, honey. Have you seen the price of a visiting nurse? Just so I can wipe my own behind.
It's not very fun, a lot of work.
I've never discussed my vision on here. I don't want to.
Some motherfucker's gonna go,
I don't want to panic anybody. Have a great walk. Hey Mew, how you doing? Mew Swan. You never know where your life path will go. How you doing, Prince?
go to Europe.
How are you?
That's how they know. Oh, this motherfucker is American.
You never know where your life path is going to go. Right? Come with the surgery. I don't know, Patricia. Yeah, honey, you think I got? I don't even. I ain't got gold-plated insurance.
What is it with that, huh? Pumping sucks?
They're waiting for shrimp.
Oh, that's, oh, you very lucky.
Oh, thank you. I got to keep it real. I got to keep it real. No, I never shared the vision with people. I'm in the process of writing a book. I have midway through 13 of 16 chapters. Maybe you can help some other young kids become the. Well, Lori, I don't know. You know, I would never presuppose to tell anybody what to do. Um, because let's put it, even if you tell people, people are going to do what they're inclined to do. We have a very social media driven world now, and we kind of see the results of it, right? Yeah, thank you, Junior. We kind of see the results of it now. Oh, Tanya, you're wonderful, right? We see the fallout of media and the way it is. In my mind, it's totally. To my mind, it's totally demonically possessed right now. What's going on in the world? Are you going to rebrand the channel? I'm going to keep mine. Keep it all the same, right? I want people to see where I can. I've always uploaded my life and I will continue to do so. There will be no change in. Oh, I love you too, honey. You've been a significant part of my life for a lot of years. So. No, my channel name was set on January 4th of 2013. It will remain the same forever. Forever. She's right over. Yeah, I've got a doozy on the way. Are you going to change your looks or just gradually, Mark? I mean, you know, I mean, right. Right. It's not a hell of a lot of difference. Right. Woo! Not a big difference, right? Love it. So you'll be seeing me a lot of different ways. You know what? That's why I love you, Amanda. Hug and kiss. Because yeah, the real hair is fine and everything. It's just I like to go out with full long hair. So there'll be times when you'll see me. Oh, what are you doing, baby socks? You guys hungry? Give me a couple minutes. I'm gonna get my dinner ready.
Hear that? You're so lucky. Tiger. Where's socks? I need spots.
Don't be up my butt. Rosie, you gotta gird your loins, okay? quite sure by Christmas time Trotsky's gonna be in my bed. I was eating breakfast this morning and he came up. All right, let's turn the gas on. Get her lit. There we go. Dinner is on. I'm keeping it simple tonight for the next few days. Let's see. Did you guys eat? Let me feed the brutes for a minute. Let me feed the brutes. Let me feed the brutes. Yeah, I always say, Lori, lead by example, right? You know, I'm lucky I've rediscovered my faith in 2023. It's been a wonderful thing. I've gotten a lot of support from Las Vegas, from here. I've had a lot of people that have really cared about me, fully accepted me, and that's been great. People are what makes it easy in life. Oh, Trotsky, you always want a special menu, don't you? You always want that special menu. The battery's good. Oh, Maggie, I like my wigs. Dari D, I had my implants totally removed, honey. For the first time in 12 years, I've seen my feet. There we go. Nostrovia, Tina, how are you, honey? Yeah, thank you, Lori. I appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, this is the way, you know, Hey, Kelly, you know, sometimes you feel like a nut. Sometimes you don't. Thank you, Dari D. Thank you, Mark. Yeah, gender is a spectrum, but I wish I believed that, Mark. I think gender has now become a social construct, which is a very dangerous place to be.
She's being like a horse. What day is it, Jim? Alright, bend over. What? I said bend over. Don't argue with me. Look at this beautiful tomato. This beautiful mortgage lifter tomato. Look at that. Like a camel? Or is it what? Lord, that's delicious. Alright. I'm not a camel. But let's just say if I was a camel, we might go, how many humps? One hump or two humps? This new stove is amazing.
Camp Chef stove is amazing. I don't know what. I can't believe Trotsky's so spoiled now. He only wants to have shrimp. Thank you, Tina. I don't know how much they weighed. Let's just say, Junie, I feel light as a feather. Yeah, I'm doing a call-in on Saturday night. Yep. Did you lose some weight? Hey, Mr. Z. Oh, absolutely, Slugbuck. No, I don't feel any different. You got to understand, Junie, that the old war horse from Baltimore is built like a tank, okay? So, I mean, right? Big fat bones and... Hey, Toodles. Honey, I'm a war horse. By the weekend, I'll be up on the ladder. Here's my co-host. Yeah, the old war horse from Baltimore. Now, no, you don't eat tomatoes, right? These mortgage lifters are so good. I thank Mr. Z too. I've bounced a lot of stuff off of him, and we've had some great conversations. Thank you, Smooth. Thank you, my friend. Yeah, I never went for the gig, gorgeous. You're giving me a heart attack over here to see. Oh, I know, Royal. That's just a figure of speech, although I would like to do a little more. He's an amazing friend to me. I mean, we have had such times together reviewing places and doing stuff, so you'll see Mr. Z again in September when I'm down there. Yes, we've had some interesting conversations. That's what I like to have, salt and pepper on my tomatoes. Yep. Yeah, I'm going to do a garden update. I've been harvesting carrots every day, Noreen, and enjoying them. The onions are doing great. We're going to be making a lot of applesauce here. I got probably 200 pounds of apples to do. Yeah, isn't his beard cool? My carrots out of the garden, Tanya, are unbelievable. Yeah, it's nice to see Molly McGregor in chat tonight. One of my dear subscribers. My goal here for this Rancho is to produce 1 ton of fruit per year. I've been sure it would be great to have a one-on. Oh, Lori, we have some great conversations. Mr. Z is he has a very high degree of native intelligence. Which is a fancy way of saying he has a high IQ. Turn that off. We're going to turn the gas off. We're going to let that sit a couple minutes. I didn't want to do a lot of fancy cooking tonight. Let me get some Old Bay set up here. Trotsky's all about the shrimp, the shrimp, the shrimp. I got some Old Bay and salt mixed up here. Good old Baltimore concoction. Let me get my co-host chair set up here. That was my one beer of the night. I'm going to dismiss you as a patient. You don't follow your doctor's advice. I know. I know. It's terrible. Terrible. Boy, that tomato was delicious. That tomato was delicious. Let me get a bottle of water. Trotsky's ready to assume his chair. Trotsky's like, when are we eating? No mayo. Yeah, I know I'm moving around a lot. I can't help it. I'm a lousy patient. Could you imagine me when I get to the nursing home? Oh, those poor orderlies. Right. Right. You have to lock me in my room. Ooh. Oh, let's get this set. All right. Look who just popped up. I have to wait for my co-host. My co-host is it shrimp time? There's my co-host. Right. Share the wealth, Rosie, you old bastard. Yeah, that's me, Tanya. That's my co-host. Trotsky, me boy, you're wagging that tail. You're all excited, huh? All right. Trotsky really likes me now. Look at that. Is that love? Is that love? Let's try one of these babies. This is gonna send Trotsky into a frenzy. We gotta let this cool off, Trotsky. We've been down this road before, right? Good to see you tonight, too. Jump down from the chair. I got my food. They want it now. Yeah, I've always bounced out of surgery very well. Yeah, the kitties or something, aren't they? You back again? Back for a replay? Huh? Look at all that crap you got in your tail. It's like a forest in there. Hey Lee, how you doing? Hey Louise. Thank you, Stephanie. There's my beautiful sister from New Zealand. How you doing, Stephanie? Need to write a... I've got my book. I'm already on chapter 13, but it's not a memoir. It's not a... Drunk face down on our kitchen floor. Wow. Yeah, Trotsky's feral. Trotsky comes in, eats breakfast in the morning, keeps me company for the morning coffee. Well, thank you, Patricia W. I don't think anybody expects ever to see me bouncing around after a 5-hour surgery. Yum, yum. What a treat. Trotsky's a beautiful cat. I think he really likes me. Hey, Cheryl. Cheryl thinks he has the best of both worlds. Right, his regular home, and then he comes spends his time over here. Trotsky, we got to be patient. You need to learn patience in life, okay? You're like a real Russian commissar. You want it now, right? You don't put the party ahead of yourself. That's the problem. You're a good little Bolshevik, but you're not a great Bolshevik. You need to ditch those selfish inclinations. I can't want your food, laugh out loud. What does that mean, Vern? You can't want my food? These cats have brought a lot of joy to my life. Yeah, do I miss Porky? Of course I miss Porky. Porky's, I'm sure Porky's all laid up in a really good place right now. Right? Baby Porky. please hit the thumbs up if you haven't done so. I guess you on any. I mean, the doctor was surprised. I took one Advil yesterday, another Advil last night, and I took one Tylenol this morning, and that's been it. So he gave me, like, I don't know what it is, Norcodeine or something, but I haven't taken any of it. I have a very, thank you, Lori. I have a very high threshold of pain tolerance. So, all right, there we go. We got to let that cool off a bit. How you doing, Jody? It's want to tie your shoes. How about the time I cracked my rib and Mr. Z had to tie my shoes? Hell, he had to help me get my pants on. Yeah. Yeah, I don't have any problem with dealing with pain and everything, so. To tell you the truth, a little touch of arthritis is harder to deal with than this is. So. Nice to see Mr. Z tonight. Hey, Vicky. You got all those burrs and stuff all over you. You're like a slob. Huh? Those devilish good looks and you have that all over you. I have a pet now, yes. Hey, Bliss, how you doing? Tanya, that's what Cheryl says. Cheryl says that cat stumbled onto a good deal. No. Flip-flops. Nope. Totally different. Oh, thank you, Jody. Yeah, well, that's it. I hear you, Zoe. That's why I have great sympathy for anybody that deals with chronic pain. Bliss, nice to see you. I'm doing good, Mr. Z. Looking forward to seeing you in September. Shout out to my wonderful friend who's given me the use of her timeshare in September. How very kind. So that's going to be a real saver down there. Mr. Z knows a bit. It's a really nice place. Are you sleeping in? No, Craig. I've managed to lay flat on my back. I didn't sleep too much last night. Probably because I got up yesterday. I didn't have a cup of coffee. So like 8:30 last night, I said, I'm going to have a cup of coffee. That was probably a big mistake. Delicious. So that probably overstimulated me a little bit. Hey, how you doing, Naomi? Yeah, this gray cat is Trotsky. He comes in and visits me in the morning now. He's all about the food. He's waiting for this last shrimp. Yum, yum. Oh, look at that shrimp. Oh, good old Trotsky. What a well-behaved cat. Yeah, well, Trotsky's really taking a shine to me. So thank you for the support, guys, today. I appreciate that very much. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, Trotsky, named after the great Russian Communist Party member who died getting an ice pick in his head in Mexico City. I visited his house. Stalin wanted him taken out. He is cute, and he has good table manners. Hey, thank you, Elizabeth. Yeah, that's Trotsky. He likes to have his skull rubbed. Yeah, rough way to die. He was a good communist along with Frida Kahlo, the artist, and Diego Rivera. They were all fellow travelers. Just dropping in. Thank you, thank you. Thank you very much, sweetie. Yeah, Diego Rivera, the whole crew down there, the whole commie crew. The death of Trotsky, though, turned Frida Kahlo against the party. You talk about a blue house, the wall outside of her, it's such a shocking blue, the blue house. We got there too late to take his tour, plus they wanted to charge money. Blue skies, save some in the oven for me. Yeah, we got to make, our next big thing to make is going to be applesauce. Cindy Russo sent a wonderful new kitchen stadium, but we're going to wait till the rainy season comes and then we're going to put up the new kitchen stadium. We'll have all these extra parts to it. Thank you, Elizabeth. Yeah, I was saddened to hear the news from Janet today. Not unexpected, but still to be on this earth 90-some years. First Officer Trotsky, yeah. Great to see Mr. Z. Wasn't it great to see him in Vegas? To do those reviews. He was there for the collapse of Nacho Daddy. Hey Sherry, thank you, sweetie. He witnessed the collapse of that. But he was there for the glory of Tahoe Joe's. Or, no, Chicago Joe's. Yeah, thank you, Court. I appreciate that. It's been an easy road so far. I think I had a very, very skillful surgeon. Yeah, condolences to Janet and her family, yeah. Yeah, we're not your customer anymore, I can tell you that. And the other place that was weird, Mr. Z, I didn't take you down for that Saturday morning because you were working, was Eat Restaurant, and I had the biscuits and gravy, and I don't know, it was a really weird tasting gravy. Yeah, I'm very blessed to have Mr. Z as a friend. Yep. Don't think that's something that I take for granted. Vicky, Victoria, you behaving yourself? With LASIK and first come out. Oh wow, okay. Bobby had that LASIK. He said, man, I regret I have it done. It's an uglier world than I ever imagined. I fed the cats, so they're all good to go.
Oh, you look so happy. All like proper. You got manners.
See my co-host up here? Huh? You see my co-host, Bert?
Yes.
Huh?
Handsome blue. Look at you.
I got up this morning and came in to sat in the kitchen and checked on me to make sure I was okay today and everything. He's a handsome boy, Trotsky, isn't he?
Yes.
He's like part of La Familia. Huh?
We're gonna do lap real quick. We're gonna go to the square and see the Wednesday market.
Yeah, you'll catch the tail end of it. Okay, Naomi. Yeah, my co-host is mesmerizing. He's such a handsome boy. He now lets me come up when he's outside and pet him. Before he would run away. I think Tiger's getting a little jealous, though. Cats need love, right? Cats need love. So once again, I'm going to be staying in that same timeshare from, I think, a year and a half ago, something like that. Wonderful timeshare. That'll be a week. And I'll be able to do some content around that southern area around South Point. I want to take Mr. Z to that seafood buffet too, but we have to go really early. That's like mandatory. They're having inhibitions about doing so. He does have that distinctive Russian blue. He's very imperial looking. Yeah, this was nice. It got offered to me. Yeah, do I think I'll make meatballs again? Absolutely. Now, I bake my meatballs because I like them to stay nice and tender. And then I'll put them into sauce at the end. So it's... I have my meatball recipe. Get some very soft bread and egg. It really turns out good. Yeah, whatever that buffet is, I'm willing to pay up for that. Which sounds shocking to you guys, I know. Yeah, styling and stroke of South Point Casino in Las Vegas. I like to make my own Italian meatballs. But I bake mine in the oven. It keeps them super soft. I didn't feel much like fiddling tonight, so I just have a little noodles. Did you enjoy your dinner tonight, huh? Hmm? He likes that skull. That skull, dude. Huh? You got all those dingleberries on your butthole. Bird's gonna dip up to the Wednesday night market. I didn't feel like shooting for having problems. Hey Lisa, we got we're doing meatballs and they call for cinnamon, allspice, and nutmeg. Well, that's interesting, Naomi. Want to be and strut that stuff, yeah. Mr. Z's a real piece of work, I'll tell you that. He's got that beard going. I was thinking about him. Did you see hey Mark, did you see that video in New York City where the crane toppled over, caught fire, crashed into the building? It's a lot of risk in being on a crane. Yeah, the spider great. Wasn't that great? We had such a good time. We got to do that again. Oh, the black widows were fat and juicy. Unbelievable. That was wild. I was so happy we were able to get in there. I always tell Mr. Z, don't scare me, because I I could fall into the spider nest, you know, and get bitten or something. You full now? Yeah, I had just some noodles tonight. I didn't feel like fiddling around with a lot. It's nice to see you, Mark Szymanski. Haven't seen you in a little while. That crane footage in New York. Yeah, I'm fascinated with you. Well, talk to Mr. Z. No salad. What's up, Cyanide? I had one of my beautiful tomatoes tonight. I'm sorry to hear that, Mark. I hope it's all well now. All good, good. Yeah, I had one of the early mortgage lifters. It was absolutely delicious. Absolutely delicious. I've been making sure to water the tomatoes and everything to get them good. Yeah, Mr. Z had to stay back because I don't like it when people are behind me when I'm looking at spider webs because black widows are so dangerous. Right? Who knows if they can jump on you or go up your leg? Will you get Jack in the Box soon? I don't think so, MR. Love you, Tanya. Oh, nice, sweet. I love homegrown. Nice, Craig. They were good. Let me clean up a tad here. Your own tour? Huh? Are you moving in? Huh? Come on. Can't be gone in the house. Lord knows what you're doing there. Trotsky's in there laying on the rug. Look at this knucklehead. Right, he's moving right in. He's like the Imperial Majesty. Look at that. Right? Tell me Trotsky doesn't love me. Right. Look at that. Hey Brian, how you doing? Oh, what a lovely night tonight. Nice and cool. 70 degrees. I love coastal California in summer. Come on, Trotsky. Unless you're going to spend the night in there. Get your ass out of that house. Oh. I wonder where Jen is. Ah. He just doesn't want to come out of the house. Trotsky! The living is too good in there. Oh my God! Oh, this cat. Anyway, guys, it's been 2 hours. I'm gonna go shut it off a little early tonight. You can see the recovery's gone very well. Thank you for the support tonight. I mean, it's not just financial, but you know, coming in, the thumbs up and everything. I really appreciate. I don't anticipate really changing anything on the channel. I always like my life to be reflected the whole journey. So what it is what it is. So thank you for being here tonight. To my wonderful moderators, thank you for everything that you do day in, day out, day in and day out. It's always very appreciated by Trotsky and me. So I can't wait to see you guys tomorrow, and I have some more stuff from Vegas to come up. So Molly, thank you for coming in tonight. How special to see you tonight. So everybody have a great night. Thank you for the support. It is very appreciated. Rosie's got a lot of bounce. Well, probably not as much bounce to the ounce as before. Thank you, Granny. Good night, everybody.